Right now at noon, we're live in Chicago for day 4 of the Democratic National Convention. Our team coverage continues with how Wisconsin Democrats feel going into the final night. Plus, updates from the Trump campaign this afternoon, how the former president is responding to criticism from the Obamas. This is News 3 Now at noon. Thanks for joining us, everyone. I'm Josh Spreiter. A very busy afternoon happening right now. A live look outside the United Center, where tonight Vice President Kamala Harris will accept her party's nomination for president. It is the 4th and final day of the Democratic National Convention. Today's theme, For Our Future. News 3 Now will continue to have live team coverage throughout the day, including tonight's major speeches. Kyrie Lee continues our live team coverage from downtown Chicago now at noon. And Kyrie, how are Wisconsin Democrats feeling going into the final day of the convention?
Josh, they're feeling really energized headed into this final day of the Democratic National Convention. During the breakfast, more high-profile Democrats continue to show their unwavering support for Vice President Kamala Harris and her running mate, Minnesota Governor Tim Walz. Now, some of the speakers today included Wisconsin Senator Tammy Baldwin, Massachusetts Senator Elizabeth Warren, Georgia Senator Raphael Warnock, DNC committee member Jason Ray, and United States Secretary of Agriculture Tim Vilsack. We also heard from Lieutenant Governor Sarah Rodriguez, who told Wisconsin Democrats that there's a lot at stake this election, including reproductive and voting rights. She says in order to win, Democrats must put in the work to flip Republican-leaning counties like she did in her Waukesha County district when elected to serve in the Wisconsin State Assembly.
And we're going to have to dig a little deeper. I know you are here because you are excited, because you want to make sure that we win, but I'm going to ask you to do a little more. You're going to have to take this energy, take this excitement, and bring it back to Wisconsin.
And as mentioned, Senator Tammy Baldwin was in attendance, and she took the stage during the breakfast, highlighting the accomplishments of Harris and Walz. Baldwin, who is up for re-election in November, will run against Republican candidate and businessman Eric Hovde. She took jabs at Hovde during her speech.
Eric Hovde has insulted just about everybody in our great state. He's called farmers lazy. Seniors in nursing homes shouldn't vote, he says. And that kids of single moms are likely going to be poor and on drugs. These are all things he has said. It's clear that he has spent far more time on his private beach in California than on a factory floor or a family farm in our state of
Senator
Wisconsin.
Baldwin is one of many speakers who are set to address the nation tonight before Vice President Kamala Harris' speech. Now, our crew will have coverage all day long on and off of the big stage, so be sure to tune in right here to News 3 Now and over on our website, channel3000.com, for all of the latest. We're live in Chicago. Josh, back to you.
Kyrie Lee continuing our team coverage. Kyrie, great work this week. Thank you. Minnesota Governor Tim Walz accepting the nomination for vice president last night. During his speech, he touted his progressive wins as governor during the past 6 years, including paid family and medical leave and free breakfast and lunch at school.
So while other states were banning books from their schools, we were banishing hunger from ours.
His speech capped a night that included elder statesmen of the party and a surprise appearance by Oprah Winfrey, along with other rising stars. Again tonight, Vice President Kamala Harris will take the stage to accept her party's nomination. Today, former President Trump and his running mate, Senator J.D. Vance, are focusing on immigration on the campaign trail. Trump is headed to the border in Arizona and Vance hosting an event in Georgia. This comes after Trump hosted a rally in North Carolina Wednesday. He used the occasion to talk about criticism that former President and First Lady Barack and Michelle Obama aimed at him during the DNC.
He was taking shots at your president, and so was Michelle. You know, they always say, sure, please stick to policy, don't get personal. And yet they're getting personal all night long, these people. Do I still have to stick to policy?
In other possible campaign developments, sources tell CBS News that independent candidate Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is considering suspending his campaign as soon as tomorrow and will move to endorse Trump. Another cooler and quiet day, but the warm-up is on heading into the weekend. First Warn meteorologist Kelly Slifka is on the weather patio with your certified most accurate forecast. Hi, Kelly.
Yeah, good afternoon, Josh. Another beautiful noon hour out here. Temperatures have been a little bit warmer than what we've seen over the last couple of days, and we're going to continue that trend the rest of the week, but we're really going to see the heat this weekend. Once again, not a whole lot of cloud cover out here. Most of this has been off to the west, moving across Minnesota. We do have clear skies. You can see our Edgewater sky cam looking at mostly clear skies today. And as mentioned, we are going to be heating up this weekend with 80s, and also the humidity is really going to crank up this weekend into early next week. Could be seeing those heat indices well into the 90s. It looks like it'll be short-lived, though. We got a cold front that'll arrive by Thursday night, and that'll bring us some rain and also some cooler weather by the end of next week. Right now, we're sitting at 72 in Madison, 75 currently in Middleton as we head into the mid to upper 70s today. Another pleasant afternoon into the evening. Talk about the heat and humidity and whether or not we'll see any rain chances going into the weekend coming up.
All right, Kelly, thank you. New information on a house fire near Sun Prairie. We first brought this to you on breaking news on News 3 Now this morning. In a news release, crews first got the call on a home fire just before 2 a.m. This was on Branch Road in the town of Bristol. When fire officials arrived, they say nobody was home at the time. Firefighters were able to put the fire out, but investigators say the home is a total loss, and the cause of that fire is still under investigation. Still ahead for us on a Thursday afternoon, it is pumpkin spice time at Starbucks, plus why Target says its price-cutting efforts are paying off.
You're watching News 3 Now at noon, moving forward.
Kamala Harris has spent decades fighting violent crime. As a border state prosecutor, she took on drug cartels and jailed gang members for smuggling weapons and drugs across the border. As vice president, she backed the toughest border control bill in decades. And as president, she will hire thousands more border agents and crack down on fentanyl and human trafficking. Fixing the border is tough. So is Kamala Harris.
I'm Kamala Harris, and I approve this message.
Nobody wants to put a new roof over their head. It's too expensive. And if they can extend the life of that roof and get 5 more years or 10 more years, it's a no-brainer.
What RoofMax does is it helps people in that they don't have to spend that $15,000, $20,000 on a new roof. They can spend pennies on the dollar.
The RoofMax product was a small percentage of cost of replacing a roof.
This is a great financial decision for us as a community.
Your best night's sleep starts on a new Tempur-Pedic from Steinhoffels. Tempur-Pedics are designed to make aches and pains a thing of the past by relieving pressure points and supporting the body as no other mattress can. Right now, save up to $700 on Tempur-Pedic adjustable base sets. Tempur-Pedic Queen Hybrid mattresses start at only $48 per month when you use Steinhoffels 60-month financing. Sleep better tonight on a new Tempur-Pedic. Shop in-store or online at steinhoffels.com.
My son Joshua was 18 years old when he was murdered by an illegal alien. He was tortured, strangled to death, and then set on fire. When I hear Kamala Harris making a joke about the border and just laughing it off, it's painful. Kamala Harris was in charge of securing our border, and she's done nothing. If Kamala Harris is elected president, it'll get worse. If it can happen to my family, it can happen to yours.
Preserve America PAC is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Oh man, you get a 5-star review, that's like the Cadillac of all Cadillacs.
I have a lot of them. Oh, you're Jake? And I'm like, yeah, I'm Jake. And they're like, oh, I saw your reviews. It's really good.
Quality service quickly, that's what you get with Precision.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
I'm Eric Hovde, and I approve this message.
There's a side of Eric Hovde you might not know. In his 20s, he was diagnosed with MS. And in that moment, his life and priorities changed. Eric started Hovde Homes. Hovde Homes rescue abandoned children from sex trafficking and slavery. For children who never experienced real love, Hovde Homes offer the love, care, and support they need to heal. MS changed Eric's life, and thousands of children are alive today because of it.
Target says its price-cutting efforts are paying off. The retailer reported a 2% sales increase last quarter, reversing months of sales declines. Target announced this past spring that it would cut prices on thousands of everyday household and grocery items. Recently, rival Walmart also announced it will cut prices on thousands of products. It's pumpkin spice time at Starbucks. The coffee giant's fall menu items are available starting today, with familiar items like the pumpkin spice latte and the apple crisp macchiato. The company is also expanding those flavors into more non-dairy options. Starbucks Bakery is also serving up regulars like its pumpkin loaf and new products like the vanilla and buttercream raccoon cake pop. And WNBA star rookie Angel Reese has teamed up with Reese's Pieces on a new line of merchandise. The collaboration is a nod to Reese's fans who call themselves Reese's Pieces on social media. The clothing line can be purchased exclusively at Reese's website, theangelreese.com. That's your CBS News Money Watch report. For more, log on to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Chanel Call.
Here at the noon hour, here's your stock report. The Dow down 51 points, NASDAQ down 95, and the S&P 500 also down today 12 points. Well, hope is growing dim for a swift end to the war in Gaza. President Biden speaking with Israel's prime minister, expressing the urgent need to reach a ceasefire and hostage deal. But as CBS's Jared Hill reports, one of the key negotiators is giving more insight into Hamas's hesitation.
In Gaza City, people running for cover as the Israeli military struck a school and nearby home Wednesday, killing at least 3 people. At least 15 others injured, according to Gaza's Civil Emergency Service. Further south near Khan Yunis, more than 100,000 people once again being pushed out.
People are afraid they're being displaced for the second, third, fourth, up to 10 times, looking for somewhere safe. There's nowhere safe in Gaza.
Wednesday, the White House says President Biden and Vice President Harris spoke to Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu about the urgency of bringing the ceasefire and hostage deal to a close. But hope appears to be dwindling. Key mediator Egypt says Hamas is wary of whether Israel will actually remove its troops from Gaza after the first phase of the proposal goes into effect, requiring Hamas to release the most vulnerable civilian hostages. At the Democratic National Convention, the parents of one of those hostages, 23-year-old Hirsch Goldberg Poland, pled for an end to the war.
Needing our only son and all of the cherished hostages home is not a political issue.
Outside, hundreds of pro-Palestinian protesters marched with a message for Democrats.
Tell the DNC, not in our name, not with our tax dollars, not with U.S.-made weapons.
Hoping to use their political muscle to bring about peace. Jared Hill, CBS News.
While the White House continues to work toward a ceasefire in Gaza, President Biden told Netanyahu the U.S. will support Israel against all threats from Iran and its proxies. Up next, we're tracking today's egg prices along with the first warn forecast. Then later on Live at 4, it is our 4th and final day of team coverage at the DNC in Chicago. What Democrats are saying ahead of Kamala Harris accepting the Democratic nominee for president.
Have you been holding off your furniture purchase? Wait no longer. Labor Day savings start now at Ashley. Save up to $400 instantly on furniture, like this sofa and love seat set, now $599. And special holiday financing for 60 months, only at Ashley.
We know the fentanyl coming from Mexico and China is a threat here in Wisconsin.
It's why Tammy Baldwin is working to stop it.
And Tammy passed the bipartisan Fend Off Fentanyl Act.
It takes on the Mexican cartels and the fentanyl coming from China.
And Tammy Baldwin voted 32 times to strengthen our border.
32 times to increase border patrols.
And technology to keep illegal drugs out. Because Senator Baldwin knows
keeping us safe is her first priority.
Tell Tammy Baldwin to keep securing our borders.
At USA Insulation, we fix hot homes. Over 7 out of 10 homes are poorly insulated. Is yours? Here are some of the signs. Is your house too cold in the winter? Is it too hot in the summer? Does your furnace and AC run almost non-stop? Do you have different temperatures in different rooms? Are your energy bills too high? You don't need a new home. You need better insulation. And right now, when we foam your walls, we'll insulate your attic for free.
USA Insulation.
I'm so happy I just put this dress on that I haven't worn in over 10 years.
This summer, feel confident from head to toe with Sonobello Permanent Fat Removal and get summer body ready in just one visit.
I saw the results immediately. It's the best I have felt since I was in my 20s.
My waist is tiny. I'm very, very happy.
I'm nearly 50, y'all.
And my abs haven't been this flat since before I had kids.
For a limited time, take advantage of Sono Bello's biggest sale of the year. Sono Bello's board-certified surgeons use micro-laser technology to safely target and remove your diet-resistant fat cells for good on your stomach, hips and thighs, back, and so much more.
It will change your life. It did for me.
I can't wait till the summertime hit. Hot Mom Summer, here I come.
Call 1-800-905-6520 now or go to sonobello.com to claim special pricing.
During the Labor Day Mattress Marathon at Ashley, take up to $1,200 off on select Beauty Rest Black adjustable sets. Plus, get up to $300 in free furniture, 60 months 0% interest financing, and free delivery. Going on now at Ashley.
Tomorrow morning, join us as we recap the fourth and final day of the Democratic National Convention here in Chicago. We will recap the big speech from Vice President Kamala Harris as other keynote addresses. Join us tomorrow morning, 4:30 to 7.
The one and only Jerry Shepherd! What do you get when two daytime queens come together? Can I get my earring back? Did my earring take off your earring? A whole lot of laughter and some serious singing.
On the next Jennifer Hudson Show at 3. The Farm Report is sponsored by Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Pam Yaki from the Midwest Farm Report is out of the radio barn this week and touring Alaska. In the meantime, here are your farm numbers. Let's get a look at your certified most accurate forecast. First swarm meteorologist Kelly Slifka is out on the weather patio. Beautiful day, Kelly.
Very bright out on the patio. I don't know if it's because of the new sun angle as we're getting throughout August, but I typically at the noon hour used to be standing right in the sun, but right now I'm actually in the shade, but that reflection coming off the cabinet there, boy, is it bright out here. All right, we've got plenty of sunshine, high pressure, which has been in control of our weather basically since the weekend. Continues to be overhead. Now, you do see this cluster of showers and storms to our west, but it's running into that roadblock, and it's just likely to fizzle. Probably just see some high, thin clouds spread in as we go through the afternoon hours. This system may get a little bit closer to us as we go in the weekend, but that warm front will definitely pass through, and that's what's going to bring us a lot of heat and humidity going in the weekend. Enjoy the comfortable temperatures, maybe a couple degrees warmer than where we were yesterday. This has been kind of the trend all week long, and it won't cool off quite as quickly as the winds will be out of the south. But we are talking about the heat returning for the weekend. Definitely going to feel like summer. 80s. Humidity goes up. In fact, it could be feeling like the upper 90s, the heat index. We're going to be talking about that this weekend into early next week. It should be short-lived, though. It looks like by next Thursday, we'll see a cold front arrive, bring us a chance of some showers and storms, and cooler weather to follow going into the following Friday. All right, the winds are pretty light. They've been generally out of the south now, areas to the south, so that's what's going to be bringing our subtle change that we've been seeing over the last couple of days. Dew point temperatures still comfortable in the 50s. We'll be noticing those dew points climb well in the 60s, and take a look at what some of these numbers are headed toward, even into the low to mid 70s. So that's some oppressive humidity that will be coming our way, it looks like, by early next week. So that heat index could be approaching 100. All right, high temperatures are going to be up well up into the 80s by Sunday. On Monday, getting very close to 90. They do tail off gradually. And then as we go into the later part of next week, into the following weekend, feel a little bit more like fall as temperatures head back into the 70s. Of course, we're talking about the first days of September here. All right, rain chance is very slim over the next few days. Can't rule out a passing shower tomorrow going into the weekend, but no big storms headed away, at least for the foreseeable future. 76 expected today. Our average high now has dipped below 80. It's down to 79. The sun sets now, well, 10 minutes before 8 o'clock. Temperatures in the mid-70s throughout the afternoon, mid to upper 70s. A few high, thin clouds from that cluster of storms I showed you over Minnesota. Some of those may block out the sun a little bit, but I still expect quite a bit of sunshine. We'll head back in the 50s tonight, so another comfortable night tonight. Maybe not as cool as what we saw this morning. Upper 70s. Now, this computer model does not show any showers, but I wouldn't doubt if we don't see a passing shower here and there. But I think most of the afternoon should be dry. Our first warm forecast, 76 today, 79 tomorrow. There are those 80s getting close to 90 on Monday with that heat index close to 100. Then we get that chance of showers and storms with a cold front Thursday into Friday. Mid-70s by the end of next week.
All right, Kelly, thank you. Howard is in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen looking for just the right thing to serve your family tonight.
Over the summer and right through the fall, we're all in search of meals that are quick, easy, and budget-friendly. So to help you out, we're sharing a recipe that always earns rave reviews. In fact, it's typically the first dish to go. It must be because it's so different, colorful, and downright delicious. We begin by crumbling about 6 corn muffins. You can either bake these yourself or pick them up at your market's bakery. We'll layer half of these in the bottom of a large glass bowl. On top of that goes a layer of pinto beans that we've rinsed and drained, followed by a layer of chopped green peppers and our homemade ranch dressing. And it doesn't stop there. Some thawed corn goes on next, followed by chopped tomatoes, bacon, and the rest of the crumbled corn muffins. Right before serving, we finish it off with more dressing, some shredded Mexican cheese blend, and a handful of sliced scallions. If this doesn't say come and get it, then I don't know what does. It's colorful, it's tasty, and it feeds a crowd. And no one will ever know how budget-friendly and easy it is to make. To get the recipe for our Mexican cornbread salad, simply visit our website. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a stacked fiesta way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
When we come back at noon, we'll meet our Pet of the Week from the Dane County Humane Society.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
The alarming spike in inflation soaring to its highest level in nearly 40 years.
That is called Bidenomics.
Gas prices rose again today, reaching a new all-time high.
We're still dealing with inflation, and we've got super high interest rates at the same time.
Bidenomics is working.
2/3 of Americans are just struggling to make ends meet.
And this comes after Friday's jobs report showing a spike in unemployment.
And we are very proud of Bidenomics.
Get an 11% rebate on everything now at Menards. We carry the largest selection of garage doors in stock. Or you can design your own using our garage door design program. This 9x7 garage door is only $399.99 after rebate. Get superior engine protection with Valvoline Advanced Full Synthetic Motor Oil. It helps maintain fuel efficiency and provides advanced protection from wear, friction, heat, and deposits. A 5-quart jug is $21.99 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
This right here is confidence in a bottle.
It makes me feel so much more confident than I've ever felt.
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says this one is for real.
This one is for real, and I'm so excited. We even have a video, and all he uses is a small amount on a clean, dry face. And what it does is it tightens and lifts the appearance of bags underneath your eyes. And I did this to my father. We were at home, so we applied it to his under eye bags, and let me tell you, we were so excited. In under 10 minutes, they visibly disappeared from view, and now it is literally part of both of our daily routines. And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles.
At our $14.95 price, it's the best way to try Plexiderm and see it work after your first application. Your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen. campaign.
Before she was the most liberal U.S. senator, Kamala Harris was the liberal San Francisco prosecutor, the most progressive in all of California. She let an MS-13 gang member go, who then murdered a father and his 2 sons. She agreed to release another felon, who then committed murder. And Kamala even protected illegal alien drug dealers so they could escape deportation. Kamala Harris, a dangerous San Francisco liberal. Make America Great Again, Inc. is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Let's stay over here.
Time now for Potentially Yours. Lisa Bernard from the Dane County Humane Society is here with our Pet of the Week. Hi, Lisa.
Hello.
We have a very special kitty once again this week. Tell us about Harriet.
We do. This is Harriet. She came to us at the very end of June.
Oh, bless you.
And they estimated she was about 5 to 6 weeks at the time.
Okay.
And her eyes were very infected, and she was also covered in lice. So we gave her some medication, but we knew that we would not be able to save her eyes.
So she is blind.
She is blind. Her eyes were removed when she was big enough for us to perform the surgery. It was to make her more comfortable.
100%, yeah.
So, but she's doing great. She's now 3 months almost. So, and she's doing wonderful. She was with one of our foster families. She learned her space very well. She's still very curious. She does like to play. She's very snuggly. So she's just like any other cat, but she just can't see. So she's looking for a patient family who will introduce her slowly to spaces in the home and not move around the furniture a lot, so she doesn't forget that, oh, that sofa that was there is not there, and she can't see it.
You mentioned that curiosity. You know, the senses obviously are a little bit stronger in other capacities when she can't see.
Yes, very much so. When I was talking with her yesterday, she just kept like, oh yeah, okay, I hear you.
Even when I sat down, she could sense that I was there, and she kind of came over nice and slow. You know, you could tell like she's not afraid, but just like a little bit slower.
Yes, a little cautious.
Cautious, yes.
To know what's there, if it's going to be, you know, safe to go there. And once she learns her space, she's going to just run around and fly through areas and be, you know, happy and joking around and stuff, playing with all her toys.
And a cuddle lover too.
Cuddle lover, like, I mean, this is a lovely lap cat right here, so.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
She's very, very sweet.
Looking for a special family for special Harriet.
Yeah, she's adorable. Everyone who meets her falls for her, so.
Well, I hope there's a family watching today at noon. We're going to get her adopted. Thank you, Lisa. Appreciate it this morning, or this afternoon, rather. It is this afternoon.
It is.
We want to tell you about an event happening this weekend, the Thrift Store East Grand Opening event. This is an opportunity for you to meet DCHS animals, and there will be special discounts along with prizes. You can learn more information on giveshelter.org. This is the second location now, so you can check that out all weekend long. So we mentioned we had a special kitty last week too. Jazzy has been adopted, so we love to hear that positive news. Getting all these pets adopted here on News 3 now. If you'd like to add to that list and adopt Harriet, you can do so. Just go to giveshelter.org. Let's get a final check of the forecast now with Kelly.
Yeah, we are looking at another beautiful afternoon with a low humidity, temperatures a little bit warmer today. We got plenty of that sunshine. 76 expected today, 79 tomorrow. We will be warming up this weekend. Humidity coming up as well. 84 Saturday, 87 on Sunday. Close to 90 on Monday. Could be feeling like triple digits with that heat index. Chance for some storms by Thursday and Friday. That's with a cold front that'll make it feel a little bit more like fall Friday and Saturday.